A Quantum Sounds production.
It's Judah.
Without the Most High in mind.
That's right.
It's time for y'all to wake up. Do y'all know why y'all went into slavery? Negro, do you know why you went into slavery? Give me 2 Chronicles 34 verse 21. 2 Chronicles 34 verse 21. Go, acquire to the Lord for me and for them that are left in Israel and in Judah, concerning the words of the book that is found. For great is the wrath of the Lord that is poured out upon us, because of our fathers have not kept the word of the Lord, after all that is written in this book. He said, great is the wrath of the Lord that is came upon us, for not keeping these words that's in this book. We went in slavery because we didn't want to keep the Lord, law, statutes, and commandments. So that's why we went into slavery. Read that from the top again, bro. Go, acquire of the Lord for me and for them that are left in Israel and in Judah, concerning the words of the book. It says, go and inquire concerning the words of the book, concerning the words of this book. What words are he talking about? The curses in Deuteronomy 28 that's supposed to come upon our people for breaking the laws, statutes, and commandments. Go, acquire the Lord for me and for them that are left in Israel and in Judah, concerning the words of the book that is found. For great is the wrath of the Lord that is poured out upon us. Y'all don't understand? It says great is the wrath of the Lord that is poured out upon us. Y'all think this is the wrath of this world not great? What do we got on this earth? What else we got? We're at the bottom of the side. It says great is the wrath of the Lord poured out upon us. And that's all the word that's in his mouth. For great is the wrath of the Lord that is poured out upon us, because our fathers have not kept the word of the Lord to do all that is written in this book. As fathers, they didn't keep the laws, statutes, and the commandments of the Most High. So they went into slavery. And now the rest of them is poured out upon us to this day for not keeping the Lord's laws, statutes, and commandments. It's time for y'all to wake up. For real though, y'all think life's all about the hood? Y'all think life's all about gang banging? Y'all think life's all about riding real? It's only time our laws, statutes, and commandments are for. Not just 10 commandments, 600 plus laws, statutes, and commandments. 2 Chronicles 34 verse 24. Thus saith the Lord, behold, I will bring evil upon this place, and upon the inhabitants thereof, even all the curses that are written in the book which they have read before the king of Judah. So the Lord said, he's going to bring all these curses upon them. All these curses that's written in his law, that's written in his mouth. He said he's going to bring all these curses upon them for breaking his law, statutes, and commandments. Let's get some of these curses that have been brought upon our people for breaking his law, statutes, and commandments.
Go to Deuteronomy 28.
It's time for our people to wake up. You so-called Negro, you are the Israelites that the Bible speaks of. The Most High gave us 600 plus laws, statutes, and commandments. For breaking his commandments, we went into slavery. It's time for us to wake up, y'all.
That's right.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. So he said right here, Moses told us in Deuteronomy 28 verse 15, he said, it shall come to pass, meaning this thing gonna happen. He said, we don't keep all the Most High laws, statutes, and commandments. All these curses will come upon us. Now let's look at some of these curses that came upon us for breaking the Lord's laws, statutes, and commandments.
32.
Deuteronomy 28 verse 32. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people, and thine eyes shall look and fail for longing for them all the day long, and there shall be no might in thine hand.
So the Most High said, for breaking his laws, statutes, and commandments, their sons and their daughters shall be given to another people. He said, your eyes shall look and fail with longing for them all the day long, and there shall be no might in their hand to get them back. Who did this happen to? When our sons and daughters was on those same ships, when they came and took our sons and daughters, did we have any might in our hand to get our sons and daughters back? No, they happened to you so-called Negroes though.
That's right.
Our people broke the law, statutes, and commandments, and our sons and daughters was given it to another people.
Jump down 37.
Deuteronomy 28 verse 37. And thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword among all nations whither the Lord shall lead thee. Deuteronomy 28 verse 37. And thou shalt become an astonishment.
The Lord said, for breaking his laws, statutes, and commandments, we were going to become astonishment. Astonishment means a great wonder. These nations look at us like we just scored. We become a great wonder to these nations.
And a proverb.
A proverb is something like a nigga won't get up and go to work to do nothing. A nigga ain't shit. Them proverbs. They came upon our people.
And a byword.
A byword. Bywords is nicknames like nigga, cool, bus market, son bone. These them some of the bywords that came upon our people for breaking the laws, statutes, and commandments.
Among all nations whither the Lord shall lead thee.
The Lord said, everywhere you go, you're going to be a great astonishment. That's why all these nations that come to America and look at the so-called Negro like we ain't nothing. But you continue to stay in sin. But you won't keep the Lord's laws, statutes, and commandments for nothing in the world. You say you're Christians. You say you go to church every Sunday. You say you love the Most High. Go to Jeremiah 29, bro. That's what the Most High says about your folks' love.
Jeremiah 29, I think it's 13.
Time for us to wake up, y'all. Return back to the Lord's laws, statutes, and commandments. Return back to this vow. Return back to the Most High God.
That's right.
Isaiah chapter 29 verse 13. Wherefore the Lord said, for as much as this people draw near me with their mouth and their lips do honor me, but have removed their heart far from me, and the fear toward me is taught by the precept of men.
So the Lord said, as much as you say, I love the Lord. Hallelujah. As much as y'all talk all that smack, your heart is far from the Lord. Because if you love the Lord, you'll be keeping his laws, statutes, and commandments. What's your meaning of love? The Lord said the heart is deceit. I'm going to tell you what the Lord said his meaning of love is.
1 John chapter 5 verse 3. For this is the love of God.
This right here. Listen to these commandments that's coming out. This is the love of God.
That we keep his commandments, and his commandments are not grievous.
That we keep his commandments, and his commandments are not grievous. It ain't hard to keep these laws, statutes, and commandments. It ain't hard to do what the Most High say. But you say you love the Lord. The Lord said, as much as you say you love him with your lips, your heart is far from him. Why? Because you will not keep one commandment that this Bible has.
Read that again.
1 John 5 verse 3. For this is the love of God.
This is the love of God. If you love the Most High God, this is the love of God.
Read on, bro.
That we keep his commandments, and his commandments are not grievous.
That we keep his commandments. This is the love of God. All that stuff, where the Lord know my heart, the Lord know my heart. Let's see what he said about the heart.
Jeremiah 17, verse 4.
Talking about the Lord know your heart. Your heart is wicked because you won't keep one Lord statute and commandment that the Most High gave us.
Jeremiah chapter 17 verse 4. And thou even thyself shalt discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee, and will cause thee to serve thine enemies in the land which thou knowest not. For ye have kindled a fire, and mine anger which shall burn forever.
So the Lord said he was going to cause us. He said we're going to discontinue from the heritage that he gave us. Because we so-called Negroes, y'all just don't know. Y'all got the heritage with God. Y'all got the heritage with God. But God said, I'm going to discontinue from this heritage. That's why you feel like the Most High ain't hearing your prayer. The Most High ain't getting with you so-called wicked Negroes right now. Y'all wicked as hell. You won't even look up, you won't look up Thanksgiving, you won't look up Christmas, all of these holidays, satanic as hell. Whatever the white man tells y'all, y'all do it.
That's right.
But whatever the Most High tells y'all, y'all heart is right from. Listen to what the Lord said about your heart.
Jeremiah 17 verse 9. The heart is deceitful above all things, and departedly wicked.
The Lord said, the heart is deceitful above all things. The Lord said your heart is deceitful above all things. So how you gonna say the Lord know your heart when he just said your heart is deceitful above all things? It's time for y'all to wake up. To read it though.
Jeremiah 17 verse 9. The heart is deceitful, wicked. Let me read it. Jeremiah 17 verse 9. The heart is deceitful above all things, and desperately wicked. Who can know it?
Who can know your heart? The Most High said your heart wicked. Y'all don't love God. You steady keep breaking these laws, statutes, and commandments. Then talk about you blessed. You think you blessed living in the projects? You think you blessed at the bottom of society? You think you blessed struggling to pay your bills? Hell no, you ain't blessed.
Hey, bro.
It's time for y'all to wake up. Talk about you blessed. Talk about the Lord know your heart. He said your heart is desperately wicked. Above all things, who can know? If you give you proof of that, y'all Negroes, you always trying to so good you love. Then after you smash her, you hate.
Lamentations chapter 1 verse 18. The Lord is righteous, and I have rebelled against his commandments.
He said the Lord is righteous, and I have rebelled against his commandments. Because at one point in time, all us three brothers up here was rebelling against his commandments.
That's right.
Hear, I pray you, all people above, and behold my sorrow. My virgins and my young men are gone into captivity.
The Lord said his virgins and his young men are gone into captivity. Did you so-called Negroes not go into captivity? The reason why you went into captivity is for breaking the laws, statutes, and commandments.
Lamentations chapter 4 verse 2. The precious son of Zion, comparable to fine gold. How are they esteemed as earthly pictures? Lamentations 5 verse 2. Our inheritance is turned to strangers, our houses to aliens.
The Lord said our inheritance is turned to strangers. Because the Lord said, the Israelites, I created the world for you. You so-called Negroes need to wake progenitor of all the dog races, not the Negroes. So we ain't Negroes. We the Hebrew Israelites that the Bible speaks of.
Lamentations 5 verse 2. Our inheritance is turned to strangers, our houses to aliens. We are orphans and fatherless.
He said we are orphans and fatherless. How you see so-called Negroes not orphans and fatherless? Your daddies ain't in the house. Your mama raised you up by yourself. Most of all black men get raised up by their mama. That's why a lot of y'all get feminine spirits on.
Our mothers are as widows.
He said our mothers are as widows. Are not the black woman like a widow in America? They say the black woman, the only woman that can't get married. Where is that? They say the black woman is the only woman that cannot get married. He said our mothers are as widows. Our children are fatherless. This Bible talking about y'all. This ain't no religion. Wake the hell up. This ain't no religion. This a history book. This your history book. The Most High gave this book to you.
That's right. Lamentations 5 verse 2. Our inheritance is turned to strangers, our houses to aliens. We are orphans and fatherless. Our mothers are as widows. We have drunken our water for money.
He said we are drinking our water for money. The Most High gave us water for free. The Most High creates water. But we drinking our water for money.
Our ward is sold unto us. Our necks are under persecution.
He said our necks are under persecution. Our necks still under persecution. They still hanging Negroes in the South. Did y'all not see that on the news a couple of weeks ago? They still hanging Negroes in the South. He said our necks are under persecution.
And have no rest.
He said we have no rest. Are you not working day and night just to pay some food and bills? Do you not work 40, 50 hours a week? Then at the end of your shift, you clock out, you tired as hell. When you get your paycheck, you can't even, your money don't even last. It's like you work for nothing. He said you work and you have no rest. The Lord said our necks are constantly under persecution. The Most High said our mothers are as widows. He said our children are fathers.
Lamentations 5 verse 5. Our necks are under persecution. We labor and have no rest.
The Lord said we have labor and have no rest. Working your ass out 40 hours a week. For nothing. But you talking about you black. Y'all know why this happened to us? Because we won't keep the Lord's laws, statutes, and commands.
Hosea chapter 4 verse 6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge.
The Lord said, my people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. Not all people. He said, my people. You so-called Negro, y'all destroyed for a lack of knowledge. Y'all ain't trying to learn that.
Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me.
The Lord said, because thou hast rejected knowledge, therefore he will reject thee. He said you shouldn't be no priest to all. Because y'all must don't know that the covenant that the Lord made with us.
Exodus 19, 5 and 6.
Y'all must don't know how great your heritage is. Y'all don't know the job the Most High gave us to do. The Most High gave us a job. You men, you black men, it's time to wake up and accept the position that the Most High has given to you.
Exodus chapter 19 verse 6. Verse 5. Now therefore, if ye will obey my voice indeed, and keep my covenant, then shall be a peculiar treasure unto me above all people, for the earth is mine.
So the Lord said, if we obey his voice and keep his covenant, we'll be a special, peculiar people to him, above all people. The Lord tried to put us above all people. Now we at the bottom. Now all people above us. Read on, bro.
And ye shall be unto me a kingdom of priests.
We're supposed to be a kingdom of priests. It's time for y'all to wake up and accept this job the Most High God has given to you. We're supposed to be a kingdom of priests. All of us supposed to know this vow.
And an holy nation. These are the words which thou speak unto the children of Israel.
Did it say, these are the words that thou should speak to the white man?
Unto the children of Israel.
That's right.
Did it say, these are the words that we should speak to the Japanese?
Unto the children of Israel.
The Most High said, he only talking to the children of Israel. He only talking to you so-called Negroes, you Native Americans and you Mexicans. You are the children of Israel that the Most High talking about. We did guard the captivity for breaking his laws, statutes, and commands.
Hosea chapter 4, verse 6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee.
So the Lord said, his people, which is you so-called Negroes, you are the Israelites that the Bible speaks of, is destroyed for a lack of knowledge. But he said, because thou hast rejected knowledge, therefore he rejects thee. And knowledge is in this Bible. These laws, statutes, and commands, the Most High given to us. This is the wisdom. This is our wisdom in the sight of all nations.
That thou shalt be no priest unto me, seeing that thou hast forgotten the law that thy God, I will also forget thy children.
So the Lord said, since you so-called wicked Negro, forget his laws, statutes, and commandments, he don't forget your children. That's why your children growing up so damn wicked. Your children little boys robbing old ladies. Your little boys raping other little boys now. That's wicked as hell. The fathers ain't in the house. The mama don't know what to do with it. It's time to wake up. Time for y'all to wake up, come back to these laws, statutes, and commands. You are the Israelites that the Bible speaks of.
Isaiah chapter 3, verse 12. For as my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them.
The Lord talking about his people again. He said, as for my people, children are their oppressors. As for my people, children are their oppressors. Are not our children oppressing us in these streets every day? When you get off work at night and you pull up at the house, is you looking for the Chinese boy to jump out on you? Is you looking for the Japanese boy to jump out on your rod? No, but we looking for our own children. We watching out for our own children to jump out on us and rob us. The Lord said, as for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them. Are not the woman ruling over the black man. It's not the black woman ruling over the black man.
As for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them. O my people, they which lead thee to err, they which lead thee cause thee to err, and destroy the way of thy path.
So the Most High said, your woman lead you. Your woman lead you, causing you to err. Because a lot of you Negroes don't even be wanting to celebrate these wicked holidays. But your woman make you do it, so you do it anyway.
That's right.
Isaiah chapter 51 verse 20. Thy sons have fainted. They lie at the head of all the streets.
The Most High said, thy sons have fainted. He said, my sons have fainted. He said they lay at the head of all the streets. A natural Negro posted up at every street corner.
Isaiah 51 verse 20. Thy sons have fainted. They lie at the head of all the streets. As a wild bull in a net, they are full of the fury of the Lord, the rebuke of thy God.
The Lord said, tell them lay at the head of all the street corners, like a wild bull in a net. Young Negroes like wild bulls in these streets. He said he's be at the head of all the street corners. Hey, read that from the top again, bro.
Isaiah 51 verse 20. Thy sons have fainted. They lie at the head of all the streets. As a wild bull in a net, they are full of the fury of the Lord, the rebuke of thy God.
That's why you so angry. You full of the fury of the Lord, the rebuke of thy God, for breaking the law, statutes, and commandments. Our people went into captivity. We are here for y'all so-called Negroes. We are here for y'all, but you know what? Y'all don't even care. Y'all don't understand that the Most High got his men out here right now to send you a message and to let you know that you his chosen people. And to let you know if you want salvation, you got to come back to him. We ain't talking about no Christianity. We talking about come back to the law, statutes, and commandments. Accept the heritage that the Most High has given you as the Israelites. Y'all Negro is wicked. Read on, bro. Time to wake up. Return back to the Most High God. Quit serving this white man. Quit praising the siege of Punjab.
Isaiah chapter 1 verse 3. An ox knows his owner.
The Lord said the ox know his owner.
And the ass his master's crib. But Israel do not know.
You so-called Negro, y'all don't even know that the Most High God is your God. He chose you above every nation on the planet Earth. Man, get that Deuteronomy 76. The Most High God is your God. It's time to wake up. He said, the ox know his owner. The ass know his master's crib. That means if a donkey get lost, a donkey can find his way back home. But Israel, you so-called Negro, he said y'all don't even consider. You don't even consider that the Most High God is your God. And that you went into slavery for breaking his command. Have y'all ever asked, why it happened? Go to Baruch 3 and 8. Y'all don't even know why it happened. Why did we go into slavery? Y'all don't even believe in God. Y'all believe everything the white man tell you. And the white man say, it ain't no God. Now y'all start saying, oh, it ain't no God. Big Bang Theory, y'all. Oh, hell no, it ain't no God. Christ ain't never coming back. Keep thinking he ain't coming back. Read Baruch 3 and 8, bro.
Baruch chapter 3 verse 8. Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity, where there has scattered us for a reproach and a curse.
Notice how this word curse keep coming up. The Lord said, behold, we are yet this day in our captivity. Are we not in captivity now? It said, well, there has scattered us for a reproach and a curse.
To be subject to payment according to all the iniquities of our fathers, which departed from the Lord our God. Hear, Israel, the commandment of life. Give ear to understanding wisdom.
So listen, Israel. The Lord said, hear, Israel, hear the commandment of life. Give ear to understanding and wisdom. We bringing out understanding and wisdom right now. people.
Verse 10. How happened it, Israel?
How happened Israel? How happened Israel?
That thou art in thine enemy's land.
How happened Israel? How happened Negro? That you in your enemy's land. That you in the, how happened that you in your enemy's land in the project? How happened Israel that you in your enemy's land in the hood? How did it happen?
That thou waxed old in a strange country.
The Lord said we waxing old in this strange country. God, believe it or not, Negro, this ain't your country. This is not your country. This ain't your land. Where your homeland at? Where's your homeland? You niggas don't even know where your homeland is. What was your name before you came over here? What did you eat before you came to America? How did you dress before you came to America? It's time to wake up. Wake up.
Baruch chapter 3, verse 10. How happened it, Israel, that thou art in thine enemy's land, that thou art waxed old in a strange country?
Man, the Lord said we in our enemy's land. The Lord didn't call me your friend, but y'all still think this white man your friend. The Lord said you in your enemy's land.
And thou waxed old in a strange country, that thou art defiled with the dead.
The Lord said you defiled with the dead. Because now we are so vulnerable to the Most High God, it's like we dead. We are walking abomination. Read on down, brother.
Verse 11, that thou art counted with them unto the grave. Verse 11, that thou art counted with them that go down unto the grave.
It's not the so-called Negro counted with them that go down in the grave. Or not we counted with the dead. They say a black man won't live to reach the age of 18. They say black man ain't living past 18 now. He said we counted with them that go down into the grave. How it happened? How did it happen, Israel? It's time for us to wake up. Return back to the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. Today is the Lord's Sabbath day. The Lord said, no fast, no Sabbath, no virtue, no fast shall be temple. Well, look what our people doing. The Israelites, the so-called tribe of Judah. You fast, you Sabbath, you work. Time for y'all to wake up. Return back to the Most High God.
Baruch chapter 4, verse 6. We were sold to the nations, not for your destruction, but because we moved God to wrath.
It said, we were sold to the nations, not for our destruction. Was not us, did not us so-called Negroes get sold to the nations?
We were sold to the nations, not for your destruction, but because ye moved God to wrath. Ye were delivered unto the enemy, for ye provoked him that made you by sacrificing unto devils and not unto God.
Just like Thanksgiving, you sacrifice it to devils. Just like Christmas, you sacrifice it to devils. Just like Easter, you sacrifice it to devils. You don't keep one commandment that the Most High gave you. You don't keep one holiday that the Most High gave you. Read, start at the top of 4, bro.
Baruch chapter 4, verse 4. O Israel, happy are we, for things that are pleasing to God are made known unto us.
The things that are pleasing to God is these laws, statutes, and commandments. And we're trying to make it known to you so-called Negroes right now. What's pleasing to God is you to wake up and return back to this Bible. Return back to this book. You are the Israelites that the Bible speaks of. You are God's people. It's time to wake up.
Be a good cheer, my people, the memorial of Israel.
The Lord told us to be a good church. He said the memorial of Israel. He's talking about two Israelites that's on here. You so-called Negroes, Native Americans, and you Mexicans, all the Israelites that the Bible speaks of.
Read on. Ye were sold to the nations, not for your destruction.
The Most High said we were sold to the nations, not for our destruction. The Most High said we were sold to the nations, not for our destruction. Was not us Negroes sold to the nations? The Lord said we were sold to the nations, not for our destruction. Why you think they ain't wiped us out yet? They tried to wipe us out with crack. They ain't wiped us out with crack. They tried to wipe us out with cocaine. They ain't wiped us out with cocaine. They tried to wipe us out with heroin. They ain't wiped us out yet. Because the Lord only got us here for our punishment. And when they see us rise up, the Lord said, great fear gonna fall upon us. Read on, bro.
Verse 7. Verse 6. You were sold to the nations, not for your destruction, but because we moved God to wrath.
Because we moved God to wrath. Because we broke His law, statutes, and commandments. The Most High made a covenant with us. He said, look, give me Deuteronomy 7 and 6. Let's go over this covenant that the Most High made with you so-called Negroes. You agreed to this covenant too. You agreed with the Most High to keep His law, statutes, and commandments. The Most High said, I will be your God and you will be my people.
Shalom, brothers and sisters. This is Hoshai from Memphis, Tennessee. We was in Nashville yesterday with Brother Yaakov over there in front of the projects. I forgot the name of them. We were bringing out the truth. But I'm finna pick up where the tape stopped at. You know, I was explaining that we made a covenant with the Most High God and that we agreed to it. Believe it or not, you so-called Negroes, Native Americans, and Hispanics are the Israelites that the Bible speaks of. And you made a covenant with the Most High God and you agreed to this covenant. Now we're going to go to Exodus 19 verse 5. It say, now therefore, if you will obey my voice indeed and keep my covenant, then you shall be a peculiar treasure unto me above all people, for all the earth is mine. So the Most High was saying that we was obey His voice and keep the covenant, that He was going to set us above high, above all nations. Verse 6, and ye shall be unto me a kingdom of priests and an holy nation. These are the words which thou shalt speak unto the children of Israel. So now this giving you proof who only the Most High talking to. He's only talking to the children of Israel. He wasn't talking to the whole world. So believe it or not, everybody in the world is not His chosen people. Now let's read on. Verse 7. It say, and Moses came and called for the elders of the people, and laid before their faces all these words which the Lord commanded him. And all the people answered together and said, all the Lord has spoken, we will do. And Moses returned the words of the people unto the Lord. So Israel, the whole congregation of Israel, agreed to keep these laws, statutes, and commandments. They said, all the Lord has spoken, we will do. Everything the Most High asked us to do, we said we would do. We agreed to keep these laws, statutes, and commandments. That's the meaning of covenant. Covenant is agreement. And so you don't think I'm coming out my own mouth. That's why the Lord said our people destroyed for a lack of knowledge. Because our people won't even look up certain words to see what they mean. What is a covenant? And let's give you proof that covenant is agreement. Covenant, it's a solemn agreement, a promise. So that's what a covenant is. A covenant is an agreement or a promise. So we made agreement, or we promised the Most High we would keep these laws, statutes, and commandments. That's why the Most High told us in Deuteronomy 28 and Leviticus 26, if you keep my covenant, if you obey my voice, if you keep my laws, statutes, and commandments, I will set you above high, above all nations of the earth, and all these blessings will come upon you. But he said, if you don't keep his laws, statutes, and commandments, all these curses shall come upon you. So I just wanted to give y'all proof that we did make a covenant with the Most High. All Israel agreed to this covenant.
Is Israel